Hello, people, and welcome to Footy Judgment. Arsenal smashed Tottenham Hotspur at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium 4-1 for the second time this season after the first time, of course, at the Emirates. 82 goals, Gyokeres 2 goals. A lot of talk about robbery. A lot of talk about the Spurs goal should have stood. That's everyone is talking about that on the internet. Of course, we'll talk about that. Liverpool smashing, that definition of smash and grab. Terrible in the first half. Okay in the second half. They get a goal, it gets chopped off, and then they get a goal again. And then 3 points. They are equal in points, of course, with Chelsea and Manchester United. Salah smirking while going out. And nobody knows what he has in his mind. But we got a great panel for you, of course. Here, of course, DJ, of course, from also Spurs is here with us after a bit. K-Mac, I'm glad to have you back, my man. Romario Webster, of course, and Spartacus. Supporting City. We're gonna have Ledge, of course. Hit that like button, guys, if you guys are here. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, of course. Inter are winning the league already. We're 10 points ahead of Milan because Milan dropped points at home against Parma, so I'm comfortable there. I gotta come back against Bodo Glimt on Tuesday, of course. Hit the like button, people. Come on, get us quickly the likes up. Hit the like button, subscribe. Mac, what's going on? You won, but the performance was shit. Oh shit.
It's this season.
This is one of the worst wins I've seen, actually.
Mate, that first half, like the first half, that was the worst first half on numbers that Liverpool have ever done since we were 5-0 down against Stoke in 2015. Remember that game?
Wasn't that 7-1? Wasn't that 7-1 against Villa?
Yeah, no.
That's later. The Villa one was after Van Dijk and these people. That was 2-15.
Was that Gerrard's last game? Was it that Gerrard's last ever game?
Stinky, yeah. Yeah, we were terrible. I think we had like 0.06 XG in the first half.
Jesus.
In this game. So bad. But look, it's a 98 minute game now, isn't it? So, you know, Nottingham Forest aren't going to play.
Liverpool again. Liverpool added again. At the time, play. There is a massive background noise coming from somebody. Yeah. Play until Liverpool score. That's what it is. But do you think this Liverpool team will make top 5? Do you think this Liverpool team will make top 5 with these performances?
No.
No? No. Because everyone thinks that you will make top 5 ahead of Chelsea and Man United.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so, because the performance today reminded me of the performances that we were doing when we were getting beat. Like 9 games. We lost 9 games in 12. The performance today reminded me of that. Like, look, got major issues with the wingers because they're not wingers. Like, and we're not playing them as players that should be like strikers. We're playing them as wingers, and they're no good. Cody can't run past the player. Mo Salah's lost his pace. Like, there's a lot of problems with the attack at Liverpool, and we have major issues when Ekitike continually misses XG of 0.35, 0.44, 0.56 in games and doesn't score goals that are clear-cut goals. Like you've got to be scoring a goal. You've got to be scoring with your head from 3 yards out. Like, you have to be scoring those chances as a striker, especially when you're like 6'4". Like, you have to be scoring headed chances. And look, we don't create enough, but what we do create, our strikers aren't scoring the goals to put them away, and we're relying on Dominic Szoboszlai scoring like 0.1, 0.5, 0.2s, 0.3 xGs in games. Like, if it wasn't for Dominic Szoboszlai with a bit of arrogance, really, like, you know, he shouldn't have really tried to take on the player in the position that he was in, because if he got it taken off him, they were clean through. But he did, and he put in a brilliant ball, and Virgil van Dijk won that header, and he was onside by millimeters. You know, that's what it takes for Liverpool to win a game, and it's just not good.
What do Liverpool? I was talking to us about. Everyone is welcome to join the conversation. You know, I was talking to Sam about this. We were in the beginning of the season. Everyone thought that Liverpool would walk the league. If I'm not, Liverpool need 4 starters at least: 2 wingers, a DM, a right back, and a new coach. That's what you need to even compete for the league next season. To actually have Liverpool in the conversation, you need 4 starters. Are Liverpool going to be able to sign 2 new wingers, a world-class DM, a right back? I'm not sure, actually. I'm not sure.
Even if we signed that, Mo, but we kept the manager.
Yeah,
that's not
work.
I just don't think that's going to work either. Like, the guy's got this obsession with playing his 2 sons. Like, he has this obsession with playing Gapco and Gravenberch, and they are.
Gravenberch was terrible as well. I like Gravenberch. Come on,
the pair of them are awful this season. You've got Gravenberch in midfield, who's scared of challenging, and you've got Cody that kind of, if he's not doing anything in attack, he's actually in the way and actually makes our attack like fizzle out, because he either makes the wrong run, he gets in the way, he takes a shot that hits a player, or he's just rubbish. Like, and look, you need to have players that have got a bit of sense about them and be able to go into the right positions and to make themselves available all the time. Like, Ekitike does that in games. Mo Salah does that in games. Cody just doesn't. He stands there, like, he gets in the way, he makes the wrong run. Like, when Ekitike makes a run, like, you need your other players to take away their players by making the run the opposite direction. He runs where Ekitike is, and all the defenders follow him, and you're like, are you dumb? Like, what have you been doing in training? And, like, for me, with the most undercoached team in the Premier League, like, it looks like it. Don said on his show a while ago that he thinks Jordan, the international team's better coached than Liverpool. I agree with him. You've literally had 7 days off to prep for this game. It took you 35 minutes to realise that they had 3 midfielders and you had 2, and you needed to put another one in there. It literally took you 35 minutes to work that out. Like, it's just not good enough, mate.
Mo, go on, Sparkers, go on.
I do also think that there is something to be said that the squad is not really got the right profiles that fit with each other. Because, for example, you buy Ekitike, he's a player who likes to go back into the midfield, get the ball and play with the ball there. But those are the same spaces that Verts occupy. And then Mo Salah wants to come infield, and that's another space that those 2 are already playing in. And then you need a fullback who's going to be overlapping. But to do that, you need a 6 who's going to be a tempo setter, kind of like a Rodri or Zubimendi. But that's not what Gravenberch does. He's a ball carrier. So you need to pair him up with another player who's a passer, like a Trent Alexander-Arnold. But he left, so now you don't have that passer to come into the midfield anymore. And you lose that ability to quickly transition from the back line into the forward line and get teams with their lines a little bit higher up and not as set up as they should have been, probably. I think the formatting of the profiling of the players was massively wrong. Hence, in the beginning of the season, I said I don't think Liverpool will be champions. I think they might challenge, but I don't think it's going to be a runaway by any chance.
But you know what it is, boy? I'm just not sure it's all on Liverpool here. I think we got to respect the quality of the league as well. I mean, Nottingham Forest went and beat Fenerbahce 3-0 in midweek and they're 17th in the league. Like, at the start of the game, I thought Nottingham Forest started it really well and had Liverpool penned in and they couldn't really get out. You seen Arsenal, we're actually top of the league and we drew 2-2 with Wolves. I think people are quite naive to the quality of the league at the minute and the individual talent in each team. Liverpool are rumoured to be interested in Murillo, the Nottingham Forest centre-back. Elliot Anderson's been linked with every club. Man City are apparently looking at Elliot Anderson. Nottingham Forest have good individual players. Morgan Gibbs-White nearly went to Tottenham. Hudson-Odoi, we all know what a talent he is. I don't think Liverpool built their squad right, and I think that's why they're having the problems they are. I think you're right, Spartacus. Trent leaving has sort of shown up Salah mainly. I think Salah is suffering with a lack of supply there. But last season, I'm hearing Gravenberch is better than Rice. I'm hearing Gravenberch is better than Rodri. So now you mean to tell me, Mac, that all of a sudden Gravenberch isn't the answer? Like, I don't know.
But Gravenberch has been told he can get forward. He said it in interviews. Like, the manager encourages me to get forward. So who the fuck's doing the defending, mate?
Yeah, it's a good point.
Who the hell's doing the defending?
Yeah.
And then, but realistically, if you tell Gravenberch that he can't go forward, who's going to bring the ball forwards there? Because Van Dijk is usually pinned down by two players,
and that's the whole point in the wing backs. That's the reason why you bought your Gyokeres and your Frimpongs. Well, that's what I thought. That's what I thought they were bought for.
No, guys, but guys, I got a valid question. How does a championship winning team go from winning the league and basically having no competition to spending 500 million and then struggling to
Great question.
Great.
I know the answer, but I know the answer. People don't like it. People don't like it.
It's called having a Feyenoord manager at Feyenoord manager level. That's what it's called.
But he won you the league. So where
he washed the
I've
league.
heard that a million times.
I know the answer. The problem is nobody wants to say the answer.
What's the answer, Mo?
It's very simple. When you have a player that broke the record of the goals contribution in the league, goals and assists, and the competition is not as good, you win the league because he wins you by himself. Mohamed Salah won from 37 matches or 36 matches he played. He won 25 man of the matches. Well, that's a lot of games.
By the way, just a number. Last season, 92% of goal involvement, goal assist, or chance creation was provided by Mo Salah last season.
And you had a great defender in Van Dijk and paired with a world-class season from Konate. Here we go. You win the league. Regardless of how Trent was defending bad, how Robertson was defending or not defending, or attacking or not attacking, all you have to do is give the ball to Mohamed Salah. He will create you a big chance, or he will score a goal or have an assist, because the guy not only have the most assists and the goals in the league, he also created the most big chances of all the teams in the league. This is the recipe to win a league with, if no one is getting on a 90+ points tally, which is no one did. No, Arsenal and the City didn't do that. All you have to do is have a player that will bail you out every game, score a goal here and there, give you a big assist, and then you win the league. That's what it is.
And the thing is as well,
you're so faint, by the way, Ledge. I tried to increase your mic's volume and it didn't work.
I just want to mention this as well. I just want to mention this as well, because you talk about he won the league last season. Well, what he's done this season, if you look, he's completely changed the dynamics of the team. So instead of everything funneling into Mo Salah, for Mo Salah to be free and to have the players that are normally marking him not be there because, you know, the likes of Dominic Szoboszlai's made a run to take a player away. Darwin Núñez or Diogo or someone like that has made another run, or a midfielder's made a run to make Mo Salah available and have space. It's the opposite way round. Everything's funneled to Cody, and Cody's the one who's not marked, and Mo's the one that's marked. Well, that's your difference. Like you have made the team around your guy. His guy is Cody. He gave Cody a £240,000 a week contract. He's made Cody the star guy who thinks he is the one. Because you watch Cody, if Cody gets tackled or he gets fouled, he's the one who's got the attitude now. And he's rolling around on the floor crying that he's been substituted or he's been fouled or he didn't get a foul or no one passed to him. Watch him. He's the one who's now got the arrogance, who thinks he's the main man. And that's the problem with Liverpool now. It's not Mo anymore. It's not Mo.
Also, there is another thing that Spartacus said that is spot on, actually, which is if you're going to have Gravenberch running the ball, you need the passer. That was supposed to be McAllister. That's why Liverpool fans keep telling us McAllister's world class is world class. McAllister hides. In the first half, he was hiding. He didn't want the smoke from Sangare and Elliot Anderson. He didn't want the smoke. He didn't want to be on the ball. He couldn't get on the ball. He doesn't want to be physically challenged with Sangare and Elliot Anderson in the first half. He's not dictating the game. He's not asking for the ball from the defenders. He wants the ball. McAllister in the first half, he wanted the ball to go wide. He wanted the ball to go to Gyökeres and to the other side, to Szoboszlai when he's playing right back. He doesn't want the ball in the middle. He's like, I don't want the smoke. He's supposed to be the guy that demanding the ball. And he didn't.
I also think that you spent 500 million pounds at players that play generally in the same areas.
Yeah.
Everybody there funneled into that edge of the box area, and everybody wants to play there, but not everybody can play there. So you bought £500,000 of players, but 200 million-ish is in strikers. Only one of them can play. Another 120-ish is on the number 10, who's going to be playing in the same areas that Mo Salah wants to play in. And then the strikers also tend to go there to collect the ball as well. So you're funneling everybody into that zone. So yeah, you spend 200 million, but you spend 200 million badly in that situation.
I think as well, and I mentioned this on Donny Sam's show on Friday. Slot has a problem because whenever we seem to gel in certain areas, and we haven't gelled at all this season, but we do have these triangles that suddenly appear. So you get your likes of Wirtz, Ekitike, Curtis Jones, and then you've also got Gyökeres, and they all seem to gel. And we go on that run where Gyökeres is playing well, Wirtz and Ekitike are assisting or scoring in every game, and Curtis Jones is looking really good in midfield. And that builds up a bit of a relationship, and you're like, okay, we can build on that. And then he just rips it all out, and he's like, no, I need to play Cody again. I can't have Cody on the bench. Cody has to start. So then he takes away Wirtz from the left side, puts him in the 10, then puts Cody there. That all falls to pieces now. He's moved Curtis Jones onto the bench because Curtis Jones had a go at him about his tactics. That was quite viral. So he get dropped. So he got pulled out of the team and dropped. And then you have the game where we play against Brighton, which is probably our best game we played all season. And we're talking we're in the middle of Feb, and that's our best game. Crazy. And then Salah, Szoboszlai, and Jones all score goals, all play really well, and all have a nice triangle on the right-hand side. What do? You rip that out because you want to play your guy Gravenberch again. And the whole thing falls to pieces because you've got a right back on the bench in Joe Gomez, but you don't want to play him because you want to play Szoboszlai, because you want to get as many midfielders as you can on the pitch, because you can't give away possession. What's the fucking point in having possession in games when you do nothing with it? We do nothing with possession, but he's obsessed with this holding onto the ball and keeping hold of it all the time, and we do zero with it. We are the worst watch in the Premier League. I'd rather watch Wolves play now. I'd rather watch Tottenham play. And that's saying something.
Yeah, you've got. I
No,
don't
you
think
are
you-
incorrect.
We are the
I think
worst
that
one.
goes to
Nope.
Arsenal.
Nope.
Dreadful to
Yeah,
watch.
No,
No.
you don't want to watch Spurs.
No, you
you don't want to
don't.
watch Tottenham, mate,
least you get
or
goals.
Arsenal.
Do we?
Well, you get
Look,
disliked.
guys. How's my mic? How's my mic?
Yeah,
Great,
It's good.
fantastic, yeah.
Oh, perfect. This whole, I think, like the narrative with the whole, like what T-Mac just said in regards to the boring football and doing nothing with the ball and just holding possession. Like, there's a method to that madness. That's what majority of the top teams do. If you look at Man City, you look at Arsenal. I guess those are the main two culprits in regards to possession. But when we say that, when I say that, it's because when I look at Arteta, when his philosophy is keeping the ball and not losing it, you hear a lot of Arsenal fans complaining, saying, "Oh, they want more Arsenal players to take chances, take control of the game and just give us that moment of magic." But then again, we know the Premier League is tough. If you do lose the ball, the chances of the opposing team, gaining a point or gaining possession and going on to score from that are very, very high. So I feel like it's not just a thing of his tactics. And when it comes to Arne Slot, for me, I feel like he's lost the players. And I said this months ago, guys, from when I saw you guys were on a free fall. I said, there's no way these guys are listening to him anymore, especially if you look at the way he's talking in press conferences. And for me, if I have a manager like that talking the way he's talking at certain press conferences, I'm going to question his integrity. I'm going to question what sort of person he is personally. So I don't know, man. I just feel like Liverpool players have said, nah, man, we're done with this guy. We're just going to try and go with the season. And with the point that Mo raised with Mo Salah, I didn't actually realize that. I think that's a very, very valid point. When you have a player that bangs out, 25 games out of 38 games, and he doesn't do that, he doesn't have that same return the next season, the team's going to fall apart. So I think Mo's onto something there, in my personal opinion.
You know what it is as well, yeah. I think you're so right with Slot, because even when I think about it, Salah came out obviously before AFCON, pretty much called the club out, called the manager out, was complaining about his game time contract, and then they've just welcomed him back in. Surely, if you're another player, you're looking at it thinking, how's the manager just let him talk out of tone like that and let him back in? And even to add to that, the thing with Liverpool is, and you talk about output, I think in Ekatike and Isak, I know Spartacus mentioned they spent all their money in one place, but I think that's what they were trying to do, is maybe compensate for Salah if he had a drop off. Isak got unlucky with the injury, and Mac, like you said, Ekatike, I can't believe he missed that header. Like, it shouldn't have even needed to rebound off McAllister for that disallowed goal. But this is the thing, man. Like, I know we're going to talk about Arsenal in a minute. I'm itching, to be honest. But Gyokeres is on 10 goals. Ekatike is on 10 goals. I mean, that's how narratives go in football. It changes quick. Ekatike was the signing of the season. Arsenal fans were saying we should have got Ekatike instead of Gyokeres. And now they're level on the same goals in the league. So I do feel sorry for Slot. I feel sorry for Slot, man. I feel like Salah runs that dressing room. That's Salah's team. That's not Slot's team. And until Salah's out of there, I think you'll always struggle. You saw Salah was sticking it on Jurgen Klopp. Him and Klopp were having beef on the sideline at West Ham. So I think Salah's personality and presence is always going to make it hard for your manager, man.
So I just want to mention something on the Salah incident as well. So look, our manager's a coward. Okay, he's a coward, and you're right. So the incident happened with Mo Salah. Just in case people don't know, yeah. So the incident happened with Mo Salah, and he came out and did that press conference. He's only done 3 in his entire career, by the way, and two of them were because of his contract. Okay, he did a touchline thing with Jurgen, but he's only done 3 in the mix zone, and 2 of them was with his contract, and this one was over Arnie. Now, the interesting thing is, Arnie took 5 days before he spoke to Mo Salah after that. Like, that's a coward, because do you think Jurgen would have waited 5 days and left Mo hanging for 5 days after coming out with that? Jurgen would have been like on the phone to him, in the WhatsApp chat, whatever, but he would have been like, look, we need to have a chat. Come to my office tomorrow. Like, you can't do this and there be no repercussions, or you can't do this and we can't sort this out. But he waited 5 days before he did anything about it. And the only reason he did something about it is because Richard Hughes told him to. And that also came out on the big PR shit thing that happened about what is it, the round table bollocks. And if you watch the round table, all we know about Arnie is a yes man for Richard Hughes. And you make a really good point about the players on profile for what Arnie wants. I don't think they ever were, because I don't think they were Arnie's players. I think Richard Hughes went and signed all the guys that he wanted because Michael Edwards said, I want to go and sign Vert because I never got him when he was 17. I want to go and sign Frimpong because I didn't get him when he was 16. I've got an obsession with all of these other players, especially Alexander Isak, when they tried to sign him when he was 17 from IAK. Like, these are all players that Michael Edwards wanted many moons ago, but never got over the line. And he's building what he never got now, because those players are bangers. They're all bangers, all of them. And even Gyökeres, that's a Richard Hughes signing when he was at Bournemouth. So they know who they wanted, and they also tried to sign Ekitike as well. When
Can I want to ask a question
by the way, like, they're all players that they wanted, like either or.
Mate,
And
this is
Arnie's
sad,
just
man.
been told,
This is sad.
This is what you've got.
Yeah.
You've got to work with it.
Guys, can we get the likes up? Big up everyone that joined us from Osam, of course. Is Salah finished? Do you need new wingers now? Is Salah finished?
If Salah-Slot's staying, then we need Yakubi Minters or your Diamandes. We need guys who can skim people. And we need guys who've got a lot of pace and a lot of skill to be able to go past players. Because
you don't think there's a comeback for Mohamed Salah?
They've got they've got the left back or the right back and the midfielder and a centre back all on them.
Ledge, what happened to your camera, bro?
What are you supposed to do?
Do you think you don't think you're gonna get top 5? Is actually crazy. You're the only one that don't think that you're gonna get top 5. To be honest with you, you're the only one.
Bro, that's a real question. That's a real question. Like, look at the table, bro.
I think we're gonna get top 5, guys. I think Chelsea might miss out. Have you watched Chelsea's games? Arsenal away, Villa away, City.
They lost in the 90th minute. Like, that could have.
And you won in the 90th minute. That's the difference.
Yeah, but
and you won in the 90th minute.
They also lost in the 90th minute before, Mo. Like, if your game is going down to the 90th minute, it's not a good thing.
Are we assuming that Man United will make top 5, right? This is what everyone is assuming.
We have got a horrible 6 run games. Like, there's a run of 6 games that are horrible. Like,
not as bad as
Aston Villa, Chelsea, Brentford, Crystal Palace.
Not as bad as
Fulham. There's a horrible Everton.
That don't sound that bad, to be fair.
It's not bad. It's not bad. Let me read this. Thank you, Ad, for the support as always. Foza, let's cheer up against Inter disgrace. We're gonna win the league, Ad, and you aren't gonna win the league. Inter are gonna win the league. This is what is gonna happen. We're gonna reach 21, and you are still on number 20. We're gonna reach 21 this season, Ad, and it looks like Ad, it might go to 20 years before you win the league. As a Man United fan, of course. Big up everybody, guys. Big up everyone that joined us from Don Osama's channel, guys. We're not even on 100 likes, so let's get the likes up. Vote and hit the likes. I want to know what people think. Who's favorites to win the league now after today? Those people flip-flop. We'll talk about. We haven't even spoken about the Arsenal Spurs game. We haven't spoken about the Arsenal Spurs game yet. Hit that like button, people. Subscribe if you're new. And this last thing, I actually think that people, every time I speak to people, do you think that Liverpool are the team to challenge next season along with Arsenal and City? Is anybody? Yeah, everyone thinks that Liverpool are the team. Hutam thinks that Liverpool are the hope next season to challenge for the league. That's what he thinks.
No.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Wallahi, that's what he thinks.
Nah, not.
They think that Liverpool are. They think if City win it this season, the hope next season is Liverpool to challenge City to win the league.
You see, the reason why I don't think that, is because I feel like the fall off for Liverpool this season is different from the fall off from City last season, because there's just a different feeling in the air.
Stability.
You know?
It's the stability.
Yeah.
City have Pep. Pep's the continuous thing there. Because Pep's there, there's always that hope that they'll come back. Whereas with Liverpool, their own fans aren't even believing in the gaffer. Salah's the problem, bro. I'm telling you. Mo makes a good question. Is Salah still at
He's
the
not the
level?
problem. You're having now you're being an agenda. You're being an agenda merchant.
Hey, the guy.
He's not the problem. How is he the problem? If McAllister is not playing well, if Gakpo's not playing well, how is he? Hold on, man.
He's
Is he the problem? If
He's allowed a bit of
Gakpo is
downtime.
not playing well, if McAllister is dropping a stinker after a stinker, if they can't find the right back, bro, Gravenberch cannot carry the ball to save his life. And you're saying Salah is the problem?
No, you read
Bro.
No, but hey, hold on, Mo. How is Salah partly not the problem? If think about it, people want to talk about. No, wait. Let me finish. People want to talk about Bukayo Saka and his output this season. Like, if we look at the wingers all round in the Premier League, a lot of them have not given us output this season. Is that because the tactics from the majority of teams have been able to nullify wingers? Like, there's got to be a reason to that.
Can you answer me a question? How old are those wingers? How old are those wingers?
What do you mean? All these wingers were banging off last season. How can
you playing a 33-year-old winger? Anybody?
Are we gonna do this now? Are we doing ages?
Eventually, we're gonna have to, because he does get old.
That's what I'm saying.
He's human.
Yeah, he's not going to be the same 27, 28-year-old Mo Salah. Last season, he arguably peaked, and he's in his mid-30s. The thing is, Mo, the reason I said Salah's the problem is it's similar to when Arteta came in and Ozil and Aubameyang were still there. Salah and Van Dijk run that dressing room, and you can even probably chuck Andy Robertson in there as well. And so when Slot's saying certain things, I'm telling you, Salah's looking at other players and they're looking at him like, what are you saying? Do you agree with him? Slot is not the main man in that dressing room. Mohamed Salah is, like, whether you like it or not. So
I know you come from I know Arsenal is a team that has Arteta controlling everything. I know that, and you guys don't. And I'm not saying that Salah isn't part of the problem, but to single out Salah and saying he is the problem. So remove Salah today and add another Cody Gakpo. So I'm going to just give you an example because you say Salah is the problem. Imagine if they have remove Salah and add Martinelli. So Martinelli on a side and Cody Gakpo on another side. Do you think Liverpool are better or worse?
It's not as simple.
Okay,
as
remove
that.
Salah and add Madueke. Do you think to
Yeah,
prove
but
that
you know
someone
I
is the
don't rate
problem?
Madueke.
No,
You
but
know
hold
I
on.
don't rate Madueke.
If your statement that Salah is the problem, I'm not defending Salah. I am actually going against the agenda that Salah is the word is the problem means remove him, add another winger, and Liverpool are mint. They're great. They're fantastic.
I don't think it's as simple as that.
Salah is the problem. Remove Salah. Bro, remove Salah, add Saka. Liverpool look the same.
Okay,
No, Mo,
just a question, okay? Everybody thinks Dominic Szoboszlai had an unbelievable season for Liverpool.
Salah said he's one of the best players in the world, didn't he?
Do we all agree?
Yeah.
A lot of people think that, yeah.
He scored a
Dominic
couple free
Szoboszlai's
kicks.
worst games for Liverpool have been where? Playing right wing. Playing
Right back or right wing? Right back or right wing?
Right wing?
Yeah, no GA on the right wing.
Who's
for
that?
Dominic
Szoboszlai?
when he's played there? None. The problem isn't Mo Salah. The problem is the system. It's the way Liverpool are set up. Nobody on the wing is going to succeed. They're not going to succeed.
I do think that is a
set up to
consequence of
fail.
using.
Watch it. Watch how we play. It's so poor in attack. So poor. The best we've looked on the wing play is when we put Wirtz out there. But that was mainly because Wirtz cut inside and he's so good at bringing the ball in and dribbling past players. But look, you can say whatever you want about Mo Salah, but Mo Salah is still that guy because who created the best chance in the game today?
Did he?
Mo Salah.
Was it better than Engamoa's?
Curtis Jones had a save, point blank.
I don't know. I reckon that Engamoa across to Ekatike was a better chance than that one.
Was he offside? But was he offside?
It wasn't offside.
When he was
No,
offside,
it got
when
disallowed
because it would have been offside.
It weren't offside. It got disallowed because McAllister handballed it. That's why it got disallowed.
Okay, so Rio, Mo, both provided the best chances
Matt,
in the game.
Yeah, but Matt, my point, I'm not saying take Salah out and you're fine. I'm not saying it like that. It's deeper than the pitch. He is running that club, bro. He came out and called the club out and said they don't even want me here. And then he's back in the team. When he got subbed off today, the Sky cameras went straight to Salah and he's on the bench laughing. It's a story. Salah is the biggest deal at the club. This is what you lot aren't understanding.
I mean,
It's the media narrative. So as long as Salah's there, it's all about him. Pogba at Man United.
Look, Mo doesn't. No, but Mo doesn't have like a snarly type of persona. Like the amount of times Mo doesn't.
I'm not so sure.
How many times did Mo get pulled down today and he didn't get a free kick? Like, did Mo like throw his arms in the air and start looking moody?
He's got a big ego though. It's not that his ego's big, bro. He knows how big and important he is. He's got like 300-400 grand a week. He's the highest paid Liverpool player ever. He can come out and call out the club and get back in the team. He does deserve it. But all good things must come to an end, Mac. And I'm telling you, this is going to come to an end soon.
I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you. If Arnie stays, then Mo goes. That's a fact. Like, I don't disagree.
There you go. There you go.
I don't disagree with you.
If Arne-Slot stays, Liverpool are going nowhere.
Yeah, I know. We're mid-table.
Regardless of what happens.
He's a bad manager. I don't get this. So we're not giving him the league title. I don't want him back. But Mac, so how much of a part did he play in the league win last season?
Look. In my personal opinion, yeah, Arsenal gave that league away. We didn't compete for that league. Like there was no challenge. You know, they won that league from November onwards. So, in my personal opinion, it wasn't like
wrong.
You know, no, you're right. It's a bit of both, but it's not like he came in and he dominated the league, and it's like, oh my days, this guy has changed the way football is played, and everyone's excited with him, like the football that he's bringing. No, it's a thing where Mo said it was Mo Salah banging off last season. Now this season, like we know how the Premier League is. Teams, we know how the Premier League is. What do you call it? Teams know how to study other teams, and especially other teams' tactics. Once you come out with a new tactic, within a few months, teams have already clocked it. So it's one of those ones. I feel like he's not used to the Premier League. He doesn't. I don't think he understands that. It's one of those ones. He's probably come to the Premier League. He's had a walk in the park. He thinks it's easier than it probably is. And this is his season. Welcome to the Premier League. Like, because he's getting brushed by, you know, a bunch of different teams and he's struggling. So honestly, I wouldn't say he's not a good manager, but I don't think he's a great manager in my personal.
I don't think he's a Premier League manager. Because look, how many times you heard him come out and say, "Oh, I wasn't expecting a team to do that." Like we're no good at set pieces. Like we can't defend against long. But I'm like, shut up.
Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah, fair play, Mac. Yeah.
Like low block, like mid.
Moving on. Okay, I just
like what?
I go back. I want to go to the title race. I just want to get DJ's opinion first about Spurs, just quickly before I go to the title race and City and Arsenal. DJ, are you going to get relegated?
I think I don't think that this week was the. I don't think this week was the one that would kind of tell us whether or not we were going to get relegated. I mean, we all wanted a win. I don't think anyone was really expecting anything from it. So realistically, this game was kind of a free hit, and it's really hard to continue to get back into a game after getting a perfectly valid goal disallowed. And so I think that realistically, I'll be able to answer that question a bit better after Fulham next week, which isn't like an answer one way or the other. Do I think we could get relegated? Absolutely. We absolutely could get relegated. We have built a squad very poorly. We didn't do anything in January, and we held on to a bad manager for way too long. But I don't think that this weekend changed anything in terms of like how I feel about it long term.
Would you rather have kept Ange or got forgot his name?
Thomas Frank. Sparkers, come on.
I don't know. I'm glad both of them are gone. I just wish that they had been gone sooner, realistically.
Yes.
Wow. Bro, you might get relegated, broski. You got destroyed. To be honest with you, Arsenal were even 4-1. It doesn't reflect the actual result today. Should have been 8-6. Saka by himself missed 3 chances.
Ah, mate.
So, I can ask you, do you think you were robbed today, DJ?
No. I think on the balance of play, we were the worst side. I do think.
Do you think that goal should have stood?
I think
Does
that
anybody
goal
here
should
think
have
that
stood.
goal should have stood?
Nah, it was awful. Terrible challenge.
Yeah, that should have stood.
Nah, they're
That should have.
I've seen Gabriel do that so many times. Like
Ekitike did it
What?
against Romero,
fall to
and
the
the
floor
exact
when he
same
had
thing.
any kind of-
Nah, I'm not, guys. Look. You, T-Mac. You can say you've seen Gabriel do that many times.
By the way,
But if you're gonna put like T-Mac, if you're gonna put someone while they're in the air, how are they gonna get the ball? I'm so confused.
It wasn't in
Yes,
the
it
air.
was.
He jumped afterwards. He jumped afterwards. You got to go
Oh
watch
my
it.
god.
Go watch it back. No, but the thing is, I agree that like pushing someone in the back should be like
Who's
a
T-Mac?
should be
K-Mac,
something
K-Mac.
that you like talks off a goal. But we've seen so far in the Premier League this season several examples of it not. And then this time it's just different, and I don't understand what the difference is.
Can I give you
Because
guys a
for
crazy
the Liverpool
stat
fan,
from
the
this
Liverpool,
game?
K-Mac.
Can we just
There was-
focus on that situation first before we go to
Ekitike-
different stats and stuff?
Earlier on in the season, Ekitike had a goal where Romero's in the air, he gets two hands in his back, and Ekitike pushes off and scores a header. That goal is given. I don't understand what's different about this one than was different than that goal. I don't know if you
Nah,
remember.
DJ, you know what it is.
I agree. It should have been a goal. Like I'm on your side, man. It should have been a goal.
Yeah, if I'd take my Arsenal hat off and just be genuine, I'll be honest, it was very, very soft. Like that push would not have sent him.
Like he
that
got
far.
shot.
Yeah. If I'm gonna be honest and genuine, but as my man will tell you, we've had goals where Joe Linton at Newcastle pushed Gabriel over and we didn't get the foul. So I'm more than willing to take.
Yeah, so it's
this.
exactly. It's not a foul.
It's not a
That's what I'm
foul. It's
saying.
not a foul. The referees are just bad. The consistency
Yeah.
in the Premier League is awful.
And I'm not
That's the
gonna
problem.
come in and say that if we had gotten that goal, then we would have like gotten something from the game. I think that we definitely still probably would have dropped points, all 3 points. I just think that it's frustrating to
You
like
say that, DJ, but goals change games, man. I'm
No,
telling
I
you,
know,
if-
I know.
if you
I'm
went
not saying we
tall-
couldn't have. I'm saying it's frustrating. It's frustrating when you have like 13 players out and then you score a good goal and then it gets chalked off for something like that.
I don't know. I think like this whole narrative of soft foul is an easy foul, bro. A foul is a foul. Like if
That wasn't a foul.
okay, but the thing is right. But the thing is right.
You asked
The
Roy
decision
Keane if
is
that's a foul.
subjective.
You asked Roy Keane if that's a foul.
It's subjective. It's subjective. It depends who it is. Exactly. So if I'm going to ask Roy Keane, he's going to say no. You ask me, I'm going to say it's a foul. So look, it's just one of those ones, isn't it? We got away with it. We got lucky. I'm not even gonna be like, oh my days.
Ledge, you know what it is?
That's all I'm saying.
Ledge,
DJ
didn't you have a mic, Ledge? Was there a mic in the beginning? Like a microphone?
Yeah. What is it messed up?
It's loud. It's too
a little
loud.
bit too loud. Yeah, it's a little bit.
I swear down. I'm sorry, guys.
Nah, you
I
can
guess
go ahead.
that's a goal. Like,
I'm gonna tell you guys.
that's a goal.
Can I tell you guys my opinion? I actually think it's a free kick, and I think it's 100% a free kick, and I'm gonna explain to you why. And by the way, I had the same exact opinion on the Ekitike one, on Romero. The reason why, if you are jumping, if you watch the ball, the trajectory was it was going. Gabriel could have headed the ball easy. It was going to him. He's the one in the right place. Him trying to jump and having two hands being pushed. By the way, it can be a slight push and it can be a big push. I admit that it's a slight push. I saw it, it's a slight push. But two hands at the back, I have seen Chelsea get 2 penalties for 2 hands push, right? So we all know that there is a push, right? A slight or not a slight, that's a subjective thing. Gabriel exaggerated, without a shadow of a doubt, exaggerated. But you exaggerating the contact to get the free kick is something that every footballer should do.
Yeah.
If there is 2
I
hands
can
at your
agree with
back
that.
and you are trying to jump, you should absolutely. I'm going to tell you the difference. Gabriel
Nobody can touch
exaggerated
anybody.
today and he got a call. Dan Burn was an idiot yesterday and he did not exaggerate what Bernardo Silva did to him, and it was just a free kick. If Dan Burn yesterday, because Bernardo Silva jumped into his ribs, if Dan Burn went onto the ground, rolled on the ground and made a meal out of it, Bernardo Silva would have had a yellow card. And none of us would have said it's a bad yellow card. Why? Because the contact is there. If the contact is there and you go down, right, that is your right as a footballer. Did
So,
Did Kolo Muani push Gabriel when he was jumping? The answer from all of us is yes. Is it a slight push? This is subjective. You can say it's a slight push. I can say it's a hard push. I can say he put him off balance. You can say no, Gabriel should have been stronger, blah, blah, blah. But a defender, imagine if this is in the middle of the park. There's a long ball coming and a defender is going to hit the ball and the forward behind him is pushing him. You would say it's 100% a free kick. You would
Not
have said
for that.
Okay,
That's
okay,
not a
no,
foul.
No, you would. If you see
None.
a long ball coming, I want you to imagine a long ball coming in.
Using your hands to get position.
Two
against the
hands
player
to
is
push
not
someone
illegal.
like this. It's a guys. Two hands at the back in the middle of the park for a long ball.
Okay,
100% a free kick. No one is complaining.
Mo,
No one is saying anything.
Mo, if
Mo,
Gabriel
you're making
is
football.
Kolo Muani and Kolo Muani is Gabriel, is that a penalty?
They give it to Joao Pedro.
Is that a penalty? That's not a penalty.
They give
No, it's
two
not a
hands at
penalty
the
at all.
back. Two hands at the. But
Not a
that's
penalty,
not how it
it's not
looks. That's not
No,
how it
not a
looks. That's
penalty.
not. How many times we see defenders fall with a slight touch at the back and it's a free kick and life goes on and no one
Yeah, but it
complains.
shouldn't be. It shouldn't be though. Like I think
But
that
they
that's,
are
I think it's
given.
bad for the game. I'm just
But-
because it's given doesn't mean it's right. I think
So
it's
I
just,
don't understand. What do you want from someone that is being pushed in the back slightly when they're making him off balance?
enough to make him
Get
fall
on with
over.
it. Get on,
That's subjective.
jump.
That is your opinion. That is
No.
subjective, people. Guys, that is very subjective.
You're
That's
making.
subjective.
If
not
we
a push
follow
to
what
push
you're
you over.
saying, you're making football a contactless sport. You cannot
Yeah.
touch anybody because if
No,
you're
but
just
no,
gonna
it's
jump,
not that.
it's gonna be
You
Madrid
cannot.
FC.
No one said that. You cannot put two hands on someone's back and push them. That's what I mean.
If I just put two hands,
So
on
why-
somebody's
so
back,
anytime, you,
yes,
but
but-
anytime anyone gets touched, then you can then argue that they
That's
fall
not
and then they've
touched.
been pushed.
That's not a touch.
Well,
It's
well,
not a
no,
touch.
Mo
No,
Salah should be
you-
getting about 500 free kicks a game then.
you play
Every player should be
football
getting about
before, Mo.
500
No,
free
okay.
kicks a game. If
You-
we're
you
judging the
play
sport like
football.
that, I just don't think that that's a tenable way of that creates an unwatchable product.
And again, you play football, Mo. You know that sometimes, especially as a midfielder, you put your hands in somebody just to know what they are. And if they move, your hands follow it. So if I just put my hand in your back and then you feel that, you jump, my hand will follow you the same way. That's not a push. You jumped. But there is no way for the referee to discern if I pushed you or if you just jumped. Because both situations are the
So
same.
are we
But
now normalizing two hands at the back? Is that okay now when
Yes.
people jump?
sometimes you use
Are you
that
watching it
to
again,
check
Romario?
what-
Yeah, no, I'm happy. Yeah, you know what it is, Mo. I hate to agree. I just don't think he pushes him in the back. I think there's two hands in his back, but it's not like a push.
He's using it to like to get a grip of where he is because he's watching the ball.
I think
and then as
Ekatike-
soon as
So you're allowed to use your hands to jump. Just jump, bro.
bro. I'm an
didn't
Arsenal
jump.
fan. You know, it's- I
the
just
defender
don't
is
think
back
It was
into
more
him.
positional. I think it was more positional.
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
like
that-
holding
I'm-
him
I'm-
off,
yeah,
which you're
The
allowed to
defender
do.
is also back.
Go.
The defender is also backing into
So
him.
guys,
he
so
just
this,
doesn't have the
so
hand in the
Gabriel
back.
is looking at the ball and the two hands at the back and the push. That's not a free kick. That's okay.
No,
That's
he's not
normal
jumping
now.
there.
That's
Holding him off.
normal. Like
You know
we
what?
think
You're
this is
holding him
okay
off.
now. I just
He's
wanna,
not jumping.
You
I
can't.
just wanna make sure
You
this
can't.
is
you-
okay now.
Mo,
If we're
let-
gonna- if
let
we're
me
gonna
go to the other
adjudicate-
side then, Mo. Let
I
me
just
go to
want
the
to
other
make
side then.
sure
You're
that the next
attacker.
one this happens, it's okay. I just want to make
You
sure.
can't-
No,
Okay, one. He's
you
in mid
as
air
the
and shoves
attacker.
him. Like that's different. That is
can't-
different.
you can't
Ekatike
judge-
is in mid-air and
Also-
shoves him. Like
Wallahi
again,
al-Azim, like I
Fucking
wanted
guy.
like two hands as obvious as they can get when you looked at it in VAR. Two hands at the back. Gabriel is pushing
shoving
down
him.
to jump and he's shoving him. By the
He's
way,
not
there's an
shoving
extension.
him.
You
Bro,
are
he's-
you are
he's-
implying motion
he's
on this
backing
picture that doesn't
Bro, his
exist.
hands are literally like bro, he's pushing him,
Yeah,
bro.
but they're
You look
you're
back
taking
at
a
the
still
whole
image.
play.
You can.
No.
I could argue.
I watched them.
that-
I took the still images from the video,
Wait,
DJ, and I watched the video. And I still think if it's against my team, I'll be freaking fuming if it's not given and it's a goal. I'll be fuming. I'll be saying my
I would
defender
be
should
mad
not
at
be
my
pushed
center
at the
back
back.
for. I would be mad at my center back for diving. That's what I would be mad at.
Everyone
situation.
plays the moral high
Wait.
ground when it's not their team. It's fine. I love it.
If
I
you
love
say
it.
that-
DJ.
What is
It
it?
happens. It happens all the time.
By the way, Gyokeres
Mo,
scored a
you mean-
banger. Okay, let's just
Yeah.
change the subject. Gyokeres
Well, no,
scored
but
an absolute
this,
banger.
but here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you something. That is the problem. If I open my Twitter, right? Because I work like as a YouTuber. It's my job, and I do the Premier League. all my Twitter feed, it's Spurs Robbed. All of it. Liverpool fans, Chelsea fans, United fans, Man City
Not
fans,
mine.
all of it. All of it. It's Spurs Robbed. Every single one is Spurs Robbed. Okay, and I'm
I
like,
think
can
the
someone
referee
be...
is just bad. That they weren't robbed. The referee is just bad.
I don't think. Yeah, I agree. I don't think we were robbed, but I do think that the goal should have stood.
Okay, either way, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. The performance from Arsenal was way better than the performance from Spurs overall.
I'm not trying to argue the opposite. I agree with you. I think that on the balance of play, even if we had scored that goal, if we had gotten a point today somehow, if that goal had stood, I think it would have been pretty undeserved. I think that Arsenal were the better team today. I just think in this specific instance, I think that this goal should have stood.
Fair enough.
The thing that we have to look into is you guys are looking from the defender's POV, that guy's pushing him. But if you watch the playback, the defender is backing into Kolo Muani. So Kolo Muani puts his hands up to defend his space. If he can't put the hands up to defend the space, the guy's just gonna back into him. Should he just allow that to happen?
What are we doing here? But
All right.
If
you can't put your arms to hold your own space, then what are we doing here? Like
K-Mac,
non-contact
to
sport.
hold your own space. How many times do we see that motion happening when guys are jumping
How
for the
many
ball?
times do we see Gabriel hit the deck?
What?
He's really good at it. He's really
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
As a Brazilian, lads, as a Brazilian, Gabriel,
All
the
Really
guy
good.
dives at the slightest contact. If you touch him, if you breathe near the box, the guy's jumping. For Brazil and for Arsenal, like this guy's a diver.
So Gabriel is known as this so-called tough defender, but at the same time, he's someone that's flopping. I don't understand how that works.
Okay, Ledge. I am not with you. Gabriel exaggerated. So I can admit both. There is the push, and he literally died. Like, he exaggerated the push, which every footballer does, people. In the penalty area, they do. They all do. And he got the call. I don't know why there is a meltdown about it. I don't know why.
I thought the whole point in VAR was to
Like,
stop
I
it.
agree. But okay, VAR looked at it. There is two hands at the back. There is a push. Done. It's over. They moved on. And I think it was just I think it was as straightforward as this. Because, guys, VAR they couldn't assess, was the push hard? Did he use 50% of his biceps or 20% of his biceps? They saw two hands extending at the back. The guy is jumping. It's a damn free kick. Move on from it. I don't know what is wrong with it. We see this all day.
I can't agree with that.
Mo, hold
Yeah,
on.
let's
So
just-
do you remember Ekatike's
Even
goal
the Arsenal
against
fan
Tottenham?
disagrees. That makes me laugh.
No, I just want to ask, because Mo, do you
No,
remember?
he does. He does. I don't. I don't.
Wait,
You know what I'm saying?
everyone just take a touch. Mo, do you remember Ekatike's header against Tottenham when Romero?
Free
got
kick
good?
100%.
Yes,
So you think
I said
okay,
that,
fair,
100%.
fair.
You cannot. Two hands at the back.
That does nothing for me. The guy who's
I am very
the decision has
consistent
gone
about
against
this.
both times.
I am very consistent about this because I know, because I played football and a lot of you guys played football. You guys know that a push when you are trying to jump or you're jumping throw you completely off your balance.
It does.
This is one of the reasons why I said Harry Kane back in the days was gonna injure people. When he used to go down under people, when they used to jump, that is very dangerous in football.
Yeah.
Pushing someone off balance can hurt people. I'm against that. You know what? A slight nudge. You go up to challenge shoulder to shoulder or body. Like a lot of people do this. But pushing someone with your hands is different. A lot of people go challenge. Like Man United versus West Ham, there was a massive challenge from Diouf. I think someone was going to score a goal. And there was a challenge by the shoulder from Diouf to the body. And I'm like, I'm okay with this. You're challenging for the ball, yes. But putting two hands and pushing someone, that is not okay for me. That is just my stance.
Mo, let me just quickly add this, right? And just to clarify, bro, in NBA, when somee's jumping, you're not allowed to contest like at fully. You know what I'm saying? You're not allowed to contest like that. But you're not allowed to push the person when someone's jumping. That's a flagrant foul. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but NBA's non-contact, isn't it?
No. Pushing someone in the air is extremely dangerous. It's the same principle. When someone's going to jump, you can't push them.
Gabriel, in that picture that was just shown, Gabriel's both feet are firmly on the ground. And second of all, I feel like earlier in the season, the Ekitike goal is set a precedent that I feel like the Premier League should then follow. Because at this point,
they changed. They changed.
Well, of course they changed, but that's just like that's such bad refereeing. Then because it happens and then it is bad for Tottenham, and then they change it, and then it's bad for Tottenham.
Ledge, you know what it is? I don't want to agree with these lot, but I'm telling you, you see that goal that Newcastle scored against us 2 seasons ago, and Joe Linton pushes Gabriel over, and he scored, and they gave the goal. This is the problem. It's the lack of consistency. That's what DJ's on about. Yeah. This season, it's been given as a goal. It's been given as a foul. The refs are the problem. So,
no, yeah, I completely agree.
But by the way, it's in the chat. Like, Canate did it today, by the way. Like, Jesus was like, could have got in, and Canate went, ooh.
Yeah. Well, can we talk about Viktor Gyökeres then, mate?
Yeah, can we now do the super chats first before we talk about Viktor Gyökeres? Let me do this because they're related to what we said. Virgil van Dijk, Alisson, and Salah are all holding Liverpool back.
Oh. I mean, Alisson stopped the one-on-one today. Like he was definitely
Alisson. Yeah, leave Alisson alone. Leave Alisson.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Would you say that Alisson is still would you say that Alisson is still the best keeper in the league?
Nah, Donnarumma for me. I'll be honest.
Nah, mate. Nah,
David Raya. David Raya is the best goalkeeper in the league. I'm so confused.
I mean, Virgil's won us a couple of games this season as well. Like, what are you on?
Virgil's still good. Bro, Donnarumma is I'm telling you now, City don't win yesterday without Donnarumma.
We're going to go into the City. I'm going to go a little bit more.
Just because you can't ping balls like Edison, ignore all of that. I'm talking as a keeper. In the sticks, who's going to win?
We're going to go into that in depth when we get to City. But
let me get to City. Muani never pushed Gabriel. His arm were already fully extended before the contact. They were fully extended to absorb force from Gabriel back and into him. Well, what I saw is different. I'm going to watch it again then, Mr. Perfecto. I promise you I'm going to watch it again. I'm going to watch it again. If maybe I'm open. I'm always open to new ideas about things like this. Spurs Robbed ref went way past extra time rigged. That's actually not true because Liverpool scored one in extra time and it got chopped off and there was VAR. So the time that was added is the correct one. I know you're a Man United fan. No, absolutely not. Jamal is saying Arsenal dominates Spurs after being told all week they're gonna bottle it, and they spent 10 minutes talking about a foul. That was a foul. Agenda's got an agenda. That was my fault, Jamal. I literally asked the question. I'm gonna go to the actual game. So Mo's basically saying Haaland deserves 200 penalties a season as his defenders with 2 fully extended hand wrapped around him every single set piece. By the way, every single set piece, there is a lot of people grabbing people. Arsenal, City, Liverpool, Man United, all the teams, Mr. Perfecto. And if they're going to call these, they're going to call these. It is what it is. I actually think that the rule should be changed about corners. I think that you shouldn't be able to push the goalkeepers.
I agree.
Genuinely.
I definitely
I actually think that they should change that. The challenging and pushing the goalkeeper should not be allowed because the goalkeepers jump to grab the ball, so you shouldn't be allowed to do that.
Well, if they do that, then Tottenham are definitely getting more points.
Come on.
Gyokeres is the most pushover guy. Where was this energy for Bernardo in a closer game? Yeah, no, but there was a little bit of an energy.
I saw a decent amount.
What are we talking about Bernardo? I genuinely don't.
Bernardo literally jumped into the guy with his chest without looking at the ball, bro.
How are you saying the Kolo one's not a foul, but Bernardo still? Like, come on, bro. That is the most obvious second yellow ever. Come on.
It was. I don't remember when it was. I'm just saying. I don't remember.
Really?
When
he's done the Arsene Wenger. He didn't see it.
No, I swear to God, I don't remember when it was.
He's done an Arsene Wenger. He didn't see it.
That's the thing. I don't focus on referees. I don't focus on the decisions.
No, this isn't the referees. This is just the foul in the game. This isn't the refs.
When was that? I genuinely don't know when it was.
Bro, you need to get on Twitter, man. Normally we tell people get off Twitter. You need to get on there and start.
I don't go there very much.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's always
couple of thank God for Christian Mosquera and Raya's save. Oh, Raya was class. And Christian Mosquera played right back. He was fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Player. Man United player never dive, honesty and integrity. Have some shame on the decorum.
That was Bruno Fernandes. Come on.
Yeah, Bruno Fernandes. Bro, the crybaby of the league is Bruno Fernandes. Saint Lamans best goalkeeper in the Premier League, baby Courtois. A lot of people think that Lamans is going to be a very good goalkeeper, actually. Maybe.
He's decent.
Last one is that rule already exists about goalkeepers' movement. It used to exist. You don't enforce it. You literally aren't allowed to impede goalkeepers' movement in set pieces. Arsenal do it all the time. Not true. Inter do it all the time. Who scored the most set pieces in Europe? No, everyone does it. City do it. Bernardo Silva literally go and hacks the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Everyone does it to Vicario. Everyone does it now.
Everybody started doing it. They seen that it's ridiculously effective, and now everybody just copies it because it's an easy way to score.
I agree with you. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as long as referees aren't going to be up, like holding that rule up, I don't blame clubs for trying to do that. I just think that there probably should be a referendum. Probably
about the performance, though. Let's talk about the performance.
Yeah, sure.
How good were Arsenal today? Were Arsenal good were Arsenal good or Spurs bad?
I think it's a bit of both, in my opinion. I think the only reason I think Gyokeres had a really good game, but I think a lot of that is going against probably, for my money, the worst center defender in the Premier League, and Radu Dragusin, and then João Palhinha, who's just not a center back at all. And then Van de Ven, who just was on the opposite side of it. He just the entire back line was really bad. We have no forward outlets because all of our wingers are injured. We have all of our wing backs are injured, so we're playing a midfielder at wing back. We're playing a midfielder at center back, and then I don't know. It's hard to tell how good a team is playing against a team that's missing 13 senior players. That's not to take anything away from Arsenal's performance. They obviously have dropped points against lesser opposition. So credit to them for going in and being able to get the points that they needed. But I think a lot of it is just down to Tottenham being bad with just a complete lack of options in a lot of different areas of the pitch.
I think at the end of the day, Spurs gave a lot of spaces away, and Arsenal did well to use those spaces efficiently. That's all there is to it at the end of the day.
Yeah. Yeah, I think with sorry, Ledge, sorry, bro. I think with Tottenham, it was perfect game for Gyokeres. Like you said, Spartacus, a lot of space. I think we exploited it well. Even the first goal, Tottenham are pretty much camped in their box. How Eze manages to get a shot off, I don't know, but it's a class finish. But I'll be honest, when Tottenham got the equalizer, I was a bit worried. I was thinking, how's Rice giving the ball away there? Rice never gives the ball away in positions like that, and the crowd were going mad. The Tottenham fans, if you score at home in a derby, the fans are going to believe, no matter what the context of the situation is. So I think the boys done well to shut that noise out straight off the back of the second half. But
do you believe now, or you stop believing in winning the league again?
Hey, mate, don't do me like this, man. I always
you believe? I watch your talk sport. Do you believe or you don't believe? No. I watch your reviews. Do you believe again or you don't believe?
Listen, I believe, but I need them to show me why I believe. I need the players. Mo, I need it again in Chelsea next week, next Sunday.
I'm going to ask you the question, you and Ledge and everyone here on the panel. I'm going to ask you the
question
that Hussam asked me on MHF. You watch City at home against Newcastle yesterday and you watch Arsenal against Spurs today. Which team performed better, in your opinion?
Arsenal.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
So why are people not confident?
Mo, go on, Ledge, go on.
Okay.
Can I put a stat out? In the last 9 games of the Premier League, Arsenal and City they got exactly the same amount of points. By the way, I'm playing devil's advocate and asking questions. Arsenal and City both won 4 games. They had 1 loss and 3 draws. Same.
Mo, remember I've spoken to you about this, and it's the same thing I've said. I'm going to repeat myself again, and I've said it. People want Arsenal to run away with the league. If we're not running away with the league, it's a crisis because we're not doing what people want. That's exactly what it is. Now, I'm a firm believer. I've said it all season. I definitely believe we are going to win this league. We're going to have bad patches, and bad patches happen. It happens. If that was the worst of our bad patch, then so be it. Exactly what Mo just said. We had exact same points as Man City since January. Nothing is different. We are literally still ahead of Tottenham by 2 points if they win their game in hand. I mean, sorry, Tottenham, Man City. Sorry,
You
we're
gave
still ahead of
DJ
Man
a bit of
City.
hope there. DJ thought he was in the top 5.
Like 20, what is it?
Literally, DJ was like, "Why you say fuck me for?" Like, what is going on? I'm sorry. No, like literally, like we're still 2 points ahead of Man City, and it's one of those things. I think everyone's just in this panic state, and we're not used to being in a title race and being ahead of it. We're not used to being in a title race and being confident in leading. So that's exactly what it is. We're scared. You know, I'm not gonna, bat at the Arsenal fans for that. I understand everyone's point of view and understand where everyone's coming from. But for me, what I've seen from this team and what I've seen from Arteta over the 6 years, it's like sooner or later everything's got to click, and I think it has clicked. Now, do we go on and win a trophy? Hopefully. But if we look at, the trajectory of the team, this has been the best season we've ever had. It is. We're in the final for the Carabao Cup. We're literally first in the Champions League. We're top of the league. Where FA Cup we're running, we might have a good run because we got Macclesfield. It's like, guys, relax. And just because we're not running away with the league, it's not over. Well, City need to go past us, or City need to be on level of points for me to be scared. I swear to God. That's the only way I'm scared, because how many teams have won the Premier League with 1 point or 2 points? It's happened so many times. So until City go above Arsenal, I'm not shook. I swear to God, I couldn't care less. But I just need my team to do what they need to do.
Ledge, you know what it is, bro? I think you're right. We do need to relax, and I'm guilty of it. I don't know how old you are, bro, but I'm 27. So all I know is Arsene Wenger, FA Cups, and heartache. That's all I know. All I know is getting so close, but not quite getting there. And I think we said it earlier. Last season, Liverpool pretty much wrapped the league up by February, March. Yeah. And that's sort of what I wanted us to do. And I actually think I've seen this stat go around a lot that the gap between us and City is still the same as it was at the start of January or December or whenever. And our last 7 games are identical. Well, that's not a good thing, because if you've got the identical form of the supposed second best team in the league, then you're on a trajectory to either get lucky and you just stay 2 points ahead of them for the whole season, or they might catch you eventually. So for me, bro, the problem has been Liverpool at home. K-Mac, you hear how K-Mac's talking. They're pretty much done with the gaffer. We should have beaten them at home. They had a lot of injuries at the time. Nottingham Forest the week after away. You see Liverpool go and get a win. Regardless of how they played, they got 3 points. They get it over the line. And then we lose to Man United. Those 3 games, bro, it's easier said than done. United, I can sort of stomach because Carrick, they were feeling themselves. But if you just add those 4 points from Liverpool and Forest, all of a sudden we're 9 points clear with City having a game in hand. They win that is 6 points. It's missed opportunities. And I think the reason you can be annoyed at the team for missing those opportunities is because of everything you just said. The team is good enough. The trajectories led us to this point. We're in all 4 competitions, final of the Carabao, FA Cup, we're going to get to the quarters, Champions League. This is arguably, it's top 3 teams in the world for me. I'll be honest, I fancy us against anyone. But that's why I'm annoyed. Not because I'm scared, but because we're better than what we've shown. And
quickly. Everything you said is right. And everything you said, I agree with. Trust me. But I just feel like it's just the way people look at things, and it's the way you choose to look at things. You get what I'm saying, innit? It's just my view on things. So as far as I'm concerned, like you said, we have been a consistent team as well. In regards to the record since January, Man City and Arsenal are on par in regards to the same points or whatsoever. Now you said, obviously that looks like they might go past us, so it looks like we might fall behind in regards to
Or
I guess how everything
we just stay 2 points ahead, one or the other.
Exactly. But the thing is, we've done the work at the start of the season. What everyone says, Man City are never great at the start of the season. Man City are going to pick it up at the end of the season. We've done the good work at the start of the season. We've had a a tough middle part of the season. We just need to end strong. It's literally that simple. And it's like everyone's expecting a 38-game run to be easy. It's not easy. And we talk about the Premier League being tough, but when we come up with what, like when things happen that we're not expecting, everyone gets excited and everyone gets mad. Like, trust me, I did not expect us to draw to Wolves, but us drawing to Wolves, I was fuming. Oh my god! Like the whole fan base was fuming. Trust me, and I understand. I was fuming, but it's like, yo, they're 20th and we are first. So you should be brushing them, especially how we've been performing all season. So
that's my point.
Do you know?
Yeah, no, I get it with certain games, but there we go. Go on, K-Mac. Sorry, bro.
Do you know what you just said about the fact that you've stopped Manchester City normally start poorly and then they finish strong? They're going to do it again.
I don't think we are.
They also did it last season as well, by the way. Manchester City had one of the best 2025s out of any other team. Like, even though you can say they played poorly, they did this, they did that, they still had one of the best records. And they're going to do it again, like, because that's what Man City do. Man City always have a final finish stronger than most of the teams. And that's the reason why Manchester City have won so many leagues. Like, and the thing is, you can say what you want about Arsenal, you haven't done it before. And that's always going to be your Achilles heel. Because you haven't got the experience. And I'll say one more thing.
He's so right. He's so right.
Back, and I know you're saying that you're disappointed that you haven't done things. The only thing that's holding you back is your own manager. With his defensive...
pointing fingers at the gaffer came out. What are you doing?
You know you could do better against teams. You know you could score the third goal against Wolves, but you didn't. Like, and it's
I don't think Arteta is holding us back, man.
You out.
Nah,
this is crazy. This is crazy,
manager, bro. Do you know why it's not the manager and it's the players? Because what? Look at the Wolves equalizer. What can Mikel Arteta do about that? Now, I make you right. I guess the caveat is
the first goal they scored was a banger, like the one that they got back in.
No, but I'm on about their equalizer.
But you could have just nailed them with the third goal, like gone for
that's the caveat. But I'll tell you this: how many times did Arsenal under Wenger, when people said they got a good team but defensively they're weak? So we can't criticize Arsenal for being prioritizing defense, but at the same time going on to flipping the attack and saying attack more, then you're vulnerable in the back.
Do you really need Zubimendi and Declan Rice as defensive midfielders against Wolves? Like,
no, I agree. That's not good. That's not good.
No. You can pick games. You can
defenders
pick up Blue Lounge.
Statistically speaking, if you go back into the leagues, and I think I did this study from 1998 onwards. I couldn't get the numbers for before that. You've got over 72% chance of winning the league if you are the highest top scorer, the highest scorers. If you're the best defender, you've only got a 62% chance of winning the league. So statistically speaking, if you are the best attack, you're more often than not gonna win the league. If you're the best defender, not necessarily. So this thing of, you need this best defense in the league to win the league, that's not true.
All right. Now, I love that stat, bro. I love that analysis, right? And look, if it happens, innit? Right? But one thing I can say about that analysis there, it's still 60%. Now, if you said it was 40%, I'd be like, that's a bit crazy. But a defensive team winning the league 60% of the time is still good enough, in my personal opinion. Now, you're talking about the end products in regards to goals and us not having, a Haaland level striker. However, we have a team that's contributing on all aspects. Everyone in that team is contributing to goals. And we have seen that we don't necessarily need that one player as we have over the last 5 years.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying that you need a single player to score a lot of goals.
But Spartacus, we scored the same amount of goals as you and conceded 4 less.
Yeah, I agree.
So, I know what you're saying, but saying if we're going to get it over the line, we need to carry on scoring at that rate, is what you're saying. Yeah.
You have to prioritize attacking over defending, because I don't think City are a particularly good side this
Yeah, but
season.
Spartacus, I'll tell you this, bro. This is what I'm saying to K-Mac. It's not on the manager. These players need to do it, because you can't tell me you're 2-0 up to bottom of the league and you can't hold on to that lead. Like, come on. Even if they score
Yes,
a
I think
rocket.
that there is.
You shouldn't be holding on to the lead. You should be getting a
Yeah,
third.
but this is the point.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
I think in that sense,
That's what I hate
it's
about
not
Slot, by the
necessarily
way.
only on the
I hate
players,
Slot.
and it's not necessarily only on the manager. But I also think that if Arsenal would have played with both Eze and Odegaard for most of the season in the midfield, I think you guys would have been 92 points winner. I think this season is going to be like
Spartacus,
an 85 point
I'm
winner.
not sure Arteta can coach those sort of players because you know when City would
And
have
he's the
Bernardo,
limitation.
David Silva.
No,
Bruyne.
man, this is
Nah, because
crazy. This is
let
crazy.
me land. Let me land. I'm not sure. Have you seen Arteta play with 3-4 attacking midfielders like Pepper's done at City? He'd have David Silva, Foden, Bernardo, De Bruyne. He'd have them all. He'd even sometimes leave Aguero and have Sterling, Sane, and 3-4 other attackers. We never do that, bro, which isn't a problem. I'm not mad at it. But what Spartacus is saying is we could have blown the league away. We could have gone to ground scoring 3-4. This is what Liverpool have done in recent years. It's what City
But this
has
is,
done.
bro, this is my point, bro. This is my point. Because we're not running away with it, it's a crisis. It's not that bad to do.
No, but
not a
Ledge,
crisis.
some things aren't one or two or left or right. Some things are more nuanced, and there's more nuance to this. And the reason why people are leveraged the bottling thing, because I was on Mo's show probably a month ago, and people were questioning if I'm an Arsenal fan. Because I was basically saying, like, listen, we've been good, but we've not been great. Like, there's still a lot of work to do. The fact we've got the same lead over City a month later sort of validates what I'm saying. And K-Mac said it, until these boys do it, you cannot say that they are those guys. You have to win. Because look at Poch,
Okay.
Poch at Tottenham. They got.
Can I say something? Can I say something to that? Can I say something to that?
Can I get involved in this conversation to tell
Yeah,
you guys
Mo,
something?
quickly. Let me just reply to him because I got to reply to K-Mac. I got to reply to K-Mac at the same time. This whole narrative of, oh my days, we have to do it. Like, if we don't do it, we're not the guys. I've heard this so many times over the last few years, and I've said it again. I've heard.
Did it?
No. I didn't finish. I haven't finished. I've heard Burnley are going to recruit and they're gonna be better than Arsenal. I've heard Tottenham are going to recruit and they're going to be better than. That was being sarcastic. Tottenham are going to recruit and they're going to be better than Arsenal. Newcastle are going to recruit and they're going to be better than Arsenal. All the while, Arsenal has still been second all this time for the last 4 years. So this whole narrative is like
second's not enough.
But. The point I'm trying to make is it's going to happen sooner or later. So the narrative of
why
is it not going? Tell me why it's not going to happen. Then?
Nothing's given to you in life, man. You have to earn that shit. You can't just. It's not given. It's just not given. There's been plenty of teams. Arsene Wenger.
Look, I believe the team's going to do it.
You do sound like Arsene Wenger the last 5 years. You do.
I mean, realistically, the only way to put the narrative to bed is to just go out and win. And until you do that, the narrative is going to be there. And there's nothing really you can say to get away with it.
You're better than some of those teams.
Hold on now. I gotta step in now and say my piece about this. The problem is with the analysis. Okay.
Mo loves Arsenal more than me, by the way.
The analysis, bro. I was actually gonna disagree a little bit with Ledge here. But the analysis, I cannot analyze football until you do it. No, we can analyze what we see in front of us. We can analyze the 56 goals that Arsenal scored. We can analyze their defense. We can analyze everything. We can analyze all of this while being on shows, right? Otherwise, we should shut down Sky Sports, Talk Sports, all the YouTube channels and everything, and just wait until the end of the season to see are they going to do it or not, and then go from there. This is why we're here. We're talking.
I'm not saying we can't analyze. I'm saying we can't rule them out.
Wait, not you, Ledge. That's not you. That's for the people that say, Arsenal, we're not going to say anything about you until you do it. But we are here to say something about what they are doing now to think, are they going to do it or not? That's what the point of football analysis is, to analyze football matches, analyze performances.
But what I'm saying...
I want to go to against what Ledge is saying. Here is the thing, Ledge. You know, City now are doing exactly what I thought they're going to do from the beginning of the season. They're going to collect mid-70s, between 72 and 79 points, which will normally get you third. Behind who? behind Liverpool, who are supposed to get high 80s or 90s, and Arsenal, who were going to challenge Liverpool. City currently are on course to get the exact same points as what I'm expecting them to do. Give me a second. I'm just breaking my fast. I'm just breaking my... because it's like the prayer time. So I'm breaking my fast. So Liverpool currently, Man City are doing exactly what they're supposed to do. Who is not doing what they're supposed to do? Liverpool. And who else? Arsenal. Arsenal weren't supposed to be going in this league collecting 79, 78 points. You were supposed to be high 80s. So currently, the ones that are underachieving, number one are Liverpool. Liverpool are underachieving by a big margin. It's a disaster for Liverpool.
How can you say we're supposed to do that? We don't have that right.
Because I am basing it based on how you played, even with injuries last season. You were more resilient, and there are, by the way, and that's very small margin. The mistake you did against Sunderland, maybe that mistake shouldn't have happened. The free kick of Szoboszlai, maybe you should have done better normally. The game against Wolves, that doesn't slip from Arsenal. 2-0 up against the bottom team. That's 2 more points for you. You shouldn't be dropping points there. The result, Man United at home, you shouldn't be losing to Man United at home, right? You know what? This City losing to Man United away, it's okay. City fans will tell you, we're not even good. If you ask any City fan, the logical ones, they'll tell you, we're not even good. We're not even great. I've had my viewers, one of my viewers, someone that has been watching me for years, his first comment on my video yesterday, he said, what? You know what? We won, but we were shit in the second half. We were shit. City aren't even great. And Arsenal are still within touch and distance. That is the problem, Ledge. That is what people need to admit.
Yeah.
That is you shouldn't be out of sight, but you should be at least have a little bit of a cushion, a little bit of a separation, because City aren't good. And if this City team win the league, I think it is because this City team is not even great, bro. Bro, they're struggling. Yesterday,
it's a really bad league.
Every single long ball.
I've got to go.
Now it's a bad league, bro. It's a bad.
No. Actually, I disagree with you. I disagree, Mac. The league is much harder than the previous years.
This is the lowest number someone's been in the lead in a league since 2000.
Yeah, but that's not the point. I disagree with this as well, Mac. Hear me out before you go.
Such a bad
Actually,
number.
I think the league now is much harder than before. And the reason why? Wolves today, with 10 men, Wolves, the worst team in the league, with 10 men against Crystal Palace away, barely lost the game in the last minute. Right? Wolves are playing good. By the way, the only team that is, to be honest with you, I'm going to tell you something. The only team that is easy to beat in the league this season is Tottenham Hotspur. The only team that is easy to beat.
Oh, wait, we cannot do this.
By the way, guys, I am being completely honest. The majority of the teams you played them away, Man City went away to Sunderland or Forest. Bro, they struggled.
No, Forest beat Fenerbahce 3-0. And
they struggled, bro. They struggled. It's very hard to win football matches. Did you see Brentford against Arsenal second half? You think this is prime? What is this? What is this, bro?
The league's very competitive.
I also think that
Mac, if you want to go, I know you gotta go. I would like you to stay if you wanna stay, but fine.
I wasn't being edgy. I'm just.
Yeah.
All right.
Love you, Mac.
See you later, man. Big up.
I think that the ceiling of the league, the top teams on the league, are also a lot worse than they were before. I don't think we have this quality that Arsenal showed in that first.
Because you could argue that the other teams back then weren't as good. You can flip it both ways.
I think that's also true. No, I think both are true.
Flip it either way.
But I think both are true. I think the top
I want
teams
Ledge to respond to what we said about Arsenal underachieving, Spartacus, before we go to the league.
Okay.
About the underachieving, because
I disagree.
I actually believe the ceiling for this Arsenal team this season shouldn't be where you are in today. You should be much better than this. And I explain to you that just 6-8 points more are in your pocket that should have been there.
So
Mo. I agree and I disagree with the statement at the same time. I agree that we should be higher in terms of points. However, right, when I'm watching these games and when I'm there and I'm looking at the teams and just look at the table. Guys, look at the table. The table's all over the place, meaning anyone can beat everyone. Like we're talking about Spurs and West Ham being relegated, and people are talking about the Premier League not being tough or this being a crap league. Bro, two of the biggest teams in London are about to be relegated or possibly be relegated. Like
Yeah, the league is tough. Stuff is a very, very hard. Yeah, no.
exactly. So it's crazy. Now, obviously, we drop points in certain games. I will agree and say out of those couple games that we drop points, I'll say at least two of those games we should have at least 6 points from that from the games that we have dropped points. Like I agree. However, that being said, I'm not expecting us to walk over the league. I'm not expecting us to dog this league.
Walk if you are now 15 points ahead of City. Bro, you are on paper today 2 points ahead of City, 2 points only.
Ledge,
No. Look,
Ledge, the games are there. Forest, Liverpool, Wolves. You could even say Brentford away. There's so many games that in the last month that we should not have dropped points in, bro. And you just
listen, guys. Exactly.
Can I tell you in a footballing perspective, Ledge, just before you go? The reason why City, most of the games that City dropped points at, they were in the better team over the 90 minutes. Against Spurs, they were fantastic in the first half. In the second half, Spurs were closer to win. Against Chelsea, dominated Chelsea in the first half, dropped points in the second half. By the way, the Liverpool win is sheer will. They dominated the first half, created one clear-cut chance. And in the second half, Liverpool dominated, and Liverpool had 70% possession with two clear-cut chances. And at the end, City won it by sheer will. Every time City dropped points, they were in the superior teams. When Arsenal drop points against Sunderland, it's a long ball, a mistake here. It's Raya smashing into Gabriel. It's Gabriel passing the ball. It's Zubamendi passing the ball back. It's Gabriel making a mistake, passing the ball to Bournemouth, the Bournemouth forward. It's not like because Arsenal were completely dominated and outplayed in the opposition.
Exactly. Exactly.
But that's my point.
Mo, we have the same point. Mo, we have the same point. Look, the team is better than they're performing. However, like we need to rule out those little mistakes that are hindering us from running away with the league. But if this is the team, it's clear that this isn't the finished article. I'm sorry. It's clear that the attack's not banging off and they still need to click. So if the defense is sturdy and the defense is okay, I'm sorry, if we're going to grow from this team and this team can go on to win the Premier League, this is a good foundation. Yeah, but
the defenders have been allowing chances lately. Hence Wolves, hence Brentford.
You're right, but that being said, our attackers have been picking up, and this is where everything's a cycle. It's like people don't understand there's a balance in things. I'm sorry, we can't have it how we always want it. The attack's banging off now, but the defense isn't as perfect as it was.
The attack is banging off only today, not the last two games. It didn't bang off. Like,
yeah, and do you know
Martin,
what it is?
Wallahi, this is it, Martin. You're making my point. Arsenal point tally should be way higher than this because you literally don't concede goals because the opposition are fantastic. You concede goals because it's a low probability chance that gets scored on. Let me do the super chat because I want to now go to the individual talks about Gyökeres. We haven't spoken about Gyökeres and we have been here for an hour 20 minutes. Big up Hincapia guy. He was fantastic. He was very good on that left side today. He was amazing. How Gyökeres was allowed to control a 40-yard pass, knock the ball forward, then strike it within 6 Spurs players around him was criminal defending. It wasn't a 40-yard pass. It was a pass by Timber. Yeah, and it literally it's a one-touch, second touch was a shot. Mr. Perfecto, you want to take away from his glory. That was a great finish.
I'd ask for a refund, Mr. Perfecto, if I were you. I'd want a refund for that comment.
Mr. Perfecto, you know who you should, you know which goal? Eze's goal. How is the ball bouncing and no one's challenging Eze? How is no one closing down Eze?
Box.
In the 6-yard box.
He miscontrols the ball and still is able to get the finish.
I couldn't believe
it. Which goal, DJ, do you think it was like completely Spurs' fault? For me, it was Eze's first goal, to be honest.
Realistically, probably all 4 of them. Like,
I like DJ, bruv. He's
like
I
fucking-
don't think that-
the first goal we should have closed Eze down. The second goal, Dragishin bit way too hard on Eze's dummy of the ball, and then just completely leaves the number 9 wide open on the edge of the box. He should have been the player to be marking that.
They should have closed him down.
They should have closed him down quicker. And then goals 3 and 4, just the levels just dropped so much. Especially Gyokeres' second, it's just a ball's bouncing away. We make a bad pass, and y'all are on goal because we have to go after the game. So
honestly, I think Arsenal might drop out of top 4.
that's.
I'm gonna tell you something, Ed. If Arsenal drop out of top 4, I will shave my head here. But you gotta give me a forfeit as well. I'll shave my
I'll
head live.
join him. I'll join him. I'll go bold.
I'll
as
shave
well.
my hair live on air.
That would be
Right?
crazy.
How many years didn't Liverpool win before they won it? How many times City tried to win the Champions League semi-final or final until they won it? So we
Yeah.
cannot just analyze football based on that they haven't won it, they will never do it. Liverpool stayed 30 years without
But
winning
that's
it,
what
and then they won it.
that's what everyone's analysis is based
I hate
on, though.
this analysis. I hate this analysis. They haven't won
but
it, so they won't win it.
the only way to kill that analysis is just to win, though. Like I don't think that analysis is necessarily based in a lot of merit. But if you want to shut that conversation down, there's exactly one way to do it. You can't look like the better side and then lose. You can't be a team that looks like they're going to build up. Trust me, I know. I followed the Pochettino era of Tottenham, and look where we are now. You have to actually take that level.
Just
You
to
have to
hop in
actually
on
take that jump.
Just to hop in on DJ's point, and sorry, brother, to do this, but there's a reason why the term Spursy exists, is because they don't win. So if Arsenal carry on finishing second, they're going to start calling it goonery or something. Maybe not goonery, probably something better, but
Bottlers. You see the people trying to say bottlers, bro. With our press conference the other day.
you have to win.
Never
shut
won
'em
the
up.
league. Liverpool won the Premier League after 30 years. Exactly the point, AMT. Exactly. Addison, when did bottom right start supporting City? Here's the question again. It's the same question that keeps asking. He literally explained it before, and he doesn't need to explain it again. Just say that. Tell them the year. Tell them the year quickly.
2004, 2005-ish.
Right. In the last 8 Premier League games, Wolves have gotten 5 more points than Spurs, who are the worst team on form. Arsenal only had 1 more XG than Tottenham, by the way. So you don't think that Arsenal were good today, Mr. Perfecto? I'm going to ask the City fan on the panel. You think Arsenal were good today?
They're great. Arsenal were great today.
See, Mr. Perfecto, you're. So were you great yesterday then, Mr. Perfecto?
No.
Second half of 23-24 wins, 13 draws, 1 loss. 13 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. Is that Arsenal falling off in the second half? City has gone on a good run, but so has Arsenal. Exactly that. Exactly this. Arsenal, by the way, second half were great in 23-24. Just City were better. Fans going to wait to cheer this team till after we already won it. No 12th man is a disadvantage. I agree with this. If people aren't going to support the players on social media and keep doubting them every day, so the players are going to feel it. Like, that pressure is not needed from the fans. The oppositions can do that. The oppositions do this job for you. You don't need to do it. They're already calling them butlers already. So, Martin, you didn't need to say the super chat. I appreciate you so much, but that is the spot on. Sean is saying, I'm glad one of the Arsenal fans made it clear that second isn't enough. No Arsenal fan have said second is enough. If sport is a thing that is not about winning, what's the point of sport? Actually, there is way more point of sport than actually winning.
Not for me, Mo. Not for me.
Even for you, by the way. Even for you.
Mo,
No, even for you.
Mo, if you're playing sport, you better want to win, or you
want to win the games. You want to win games and everything, and you want to win the trophies. But it's not like Brighton fans going to the stadium, Everton fans going to the stadium. It means, bro, I went to Crystal Palace Stadium. These guys, football means something to them, even though they know that they aren't winning the league. They know that they aren't going to win the Champions League. They know that. I've seen families go to games, enjoy their time, cheer, and be upset when the goal gets scored on them. It means something. It means something. I know that this is the thing that people want to say. I know that you want to win and everything, and I know that not winning is failure, but it's not the whole. I'm going to give you an example of something. Would you rather be
You can't say this to a Real Madrid fan. You can't say this to a Real Madrid fan. You can't say this to a Barcelona fan.
But Madrid.
You can't say this to a City fan.
Madrid fans don't watch Madrid. They watch the trophy left at the end of the season.
I'm gonna tell you guys something about this. Football is winning things, and I'm gonna tell you. I want my team to win the league or the Champions League. However, last season, if you ask me, would I rather have that year of being an Arsenal last season or Spurs winning Europa League at the end? Unless it's the Champions League, I don't want to watch my team play football every day and I be miserable. I don't want that. I don't want to wake up. I wake up at 7 in the morning and 8 in the morning to watch the team play. I don't want to imagine if I wake up today to watch, if my team is Spurs and I watch the team every week they lose and at the end they pick up FA Cup. What? How is this fun? How is it? How am I enjoying my time? How am I that 9 months of a season? How am I enjoying my time then? How am I waking up every day enjoying my time?
You should ask
the Champions League. Unless it's the Champions League or the league. Listen, if I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna be miserable throughout the season, but my team will lift the Champions League, I'm here for it.
Mo, sorry, quickly. Sorry, quickly. You're right, yeah, but I feel like it depends on what team you've been brought up supporting and the history of your team. So, same way, if let's just say if you want to take it to single sports like golf or Formula One, like those guys who are competing and coming last every day, that's good for them. But people like I don't know, Lewis Hamilton, LeBron James, Tiger Woods, like those sort of guys, they play to win. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I just feel like if you're brought up a winner and you're in a winning environment, sport is about winning.
Football is cyclical. Nobody's gonna win forever. I've lived enough. I'm 40 years old. Football,
of course not. I never said any
teams win and lose all the time. Mo, I just realized City have a game a day before the final. That's the Crystal Palace game. It will be rescheduled. That's the Crystal Palace game. There are more atmosphere in a lift than the Etihad. In my opinion, I went to the Etihad. It was a fantastic experience for me, to be honest with you. That was in 2019.
What game? Because I've been as well.
It was Man City, Leicester City 3-1 in 2019 in December. Fantastic experience. Absolutely amazing. It was amazing, to be honest with you. But I've heard that people say that the stadium is not lit. But
I've been to pretty much every stadium in England, and I think pretty much all of them, bar one or two, have terrible atmospheres compared to the ones in South America.
No. Yeah. Of course, Italy. I went to bro. My best experience watching football was Nice versus Marseille in the Nice Stadium, because from minute one to because that's a derby, right? That's a South of France derby. That's a Riviera derby. It was from minute one until the fight happened, and what's his name? The West Ham guy got the bottle in his head. Yes. Until that, it was phenomenal experience. Talk about the players. Gyökeres. Did he turn a corner? Is he good enough? Because Romario, you gave up on him. I gave up on him. Everyone
I didn't
gave
give up on him. I didn't fully, Mo. I was starting to down. I didn't fully, because you know what it is, Mo? I was begging for the signing. I thought I knew Gyokeres was the guy. I'm not saying he's the guy now. He's still got more work to do. But listen, 15 goals, all competitions. We're in the end of February, first season in the Premier League. It's not bad, is it? It's not bad. We'll take it. Gyokeres, the trouble with him is, and not the same level, so don't take this as what it sounds like, but he's more similar in terms of play style to Haaland than Mbappe. He is the finisher. He's not going to come and get involved in the play. He's not going to slot in the corner. He's a finisher. So if you get the ball to him in and around the box and give him loads of chances, he should take at least one of them. And he took 2 today. So I do think Tottenham's defense sort of flattered him, because even his second goal, he's going up against Archie Gray. You replace Archie Gray with a Ruben Diaz or a Van Dijk, and it's not happening. Let's just be honest. So I do think Tottenham flattered him, but he done it. If he doesn't do it, people say he didn't do it, and he done it. So he's got 15 goals now. I think he can be a success at Arsenal, man.
For me, on the Gyökeres talk, yeah, and Mo's question, did we give up on him? I didn't give up on Gyökeres personally. You know, it was tough. It was tough having to watch a signing that I wanted be so terrible. You know, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like his touch alone pissed me off. And I'm sorry, as a footballer, as a professional footballer, getting paid hundreds of thousands of pounds, you should be able to control football. I don't care. And so, you know, just seeing that aesthetically was poor. And then obviously Arsenal not feeding him and, you know, giving him the right through balls or, you know, passing him the ball on time was, you know, frustrating to watch. But, you know, like, as you said, he's a striker that he knows where the goal is. So if you do give him the ball in front of goal, he is going to score. It's as simple as. Now,
Ledge, I think Ledge, just to add to that, I don't think he shot in the last 4 games prior to today that he played, or he had like one shot back.
They don't give him the ball.
Don't score. Yeah.
They don't. He doesn't get the ball. He literally doesn't get the ball. It's actually that bad. You understand what I'm saying? So I do feel like next season, the fact that he has, you know, had his welcome to the Premier League, you know, he probably will be a better striker next season overall, because you know, the level of defenders he was facing in Portugal was terrible. However, you know, we saw him barging guys here and there. He's trying that in the Premier League and it's just not working. You know, he's just dropping. Yeah, he's literally just on the floor every 2 seconds. So I feel like if he does get stronger, he will be a very, very good outlet as a striker. All he needs is the strength. Hold the players up, and we got a good striker.
Funny? You know what's funny, bro? You see Gyökeres,
Guys, he hasn't scored a goal against a top 10 team when they played them. Like, I just want to put this out for people in the chat. I know he hasn't scored a goal against the team in the top half of the table.
So what about the Champions League goals? What position were those teams?
Ledge, don't let them trick you out your position. Don't worry about that. I've got something for them, yeah? Because they're the teams that we weren't beating when we weren't winning the league. Your Fulhams, your West Hams, your Villas.
Okay.
We needed someone to score against those teams and put the games to bed. I actually think if he stays on against Wolves instead of Gabriel Jesus coming on, he probably scores. Look how many times Jesus and Martinelli were running in behind and done nothing with it. You keep your Gyökeres on against Wolves, there's a higher chance he does something than the other two. So I know what you're saying. He flatters to deceive, Gyökeres. He's not really that guy, but he will become that guy. And you know, it is, Ledge. I don't think he needs to get stronger. I think he needs to lose a little bit of weight and focus more on his running. I think because I don't think he's strong enough or big enough.
Focus on he's running 24/7 without getting a ball, bro. He doesn't have cardio.
He needs to trim up. He needs to get lighter and run more. You know Haaland, yeah? Haaland's very tall, but he's not that heavy. He's quite slight. This is why he's so explosive, because he's got lean muscle. Gyökeres is heavy. He's like a little bulldozer, but he's not technical enough to get away with it. So you know like Carlos Tevez, Rooney, they're stocky, they're powerful.
I don't think the way you play suits Viktor Gyökeres.
That as well. We need to see.
I think it does.
The way you guys smother teams, slow down the play, the way you are like, you don't like today, you see Odegaard playing him through. You see there's space for him to run into. You know what I mean? The way Arsenal normally play in the league, it doesn't suit the way he plays. He needs space.
But Mo, I disagree. I disagree. Do you know why? Because I'm watching the match and I'm thinking, do you know how many openings I've seen this guy have? Bro, all they need to do is simply pass the ball.
We agree. So your way you play is more of like cautious. You keep the ball. You don't take. Okay, Pep Guardiola back in the day.
We do agree. We do agree.
In the days, Pep Guardiola back in the days used to actually tell his players, I don't want risky passes as much, right? You only pass the ball. That's why hence they keep possession. Arsenal don't play the risky. By the way, the problem is maybe when you try the risky pass, today Declan Rice let Gyökeres down. in the first half, twice.
Yeah, he did.
By the
he
way,
did.
anybody that knows, Declan Rice should have curled that ball so Dragosin does not get it. It's a penalty, but he gets it. But Declan Rice played the pass wrong, right? Declan Rice played the pass wrong. That today is the first time I see Arsenal taking risks in passes. You're passing through the lines. You're trying to put the forward through. And I think if Arteta plays this way, Gyökeres will get goals because we've seen him at Sporting Lisbon. He gets goals, right? But the way you play doesn't suit him. Still, today is not going to change my opinion yet because he scored. The first goal is a banger, to be honest with you. It's a freaking banger. One touch, second touch is a great shot. It's a freaking banger. I'm not sure if, but you don't have anybody else, to be honest. Go ahead.
I also think that it was a banger, but it was also a banger because he had a shit ton of time and space to be able to take that shot as well. And I think against other teams, he's not gonna have that much time to readjust his body, get the right feet, and then explode into the ball to take the shot.
Yeah, I think
the second goal he didn't have spaces and he shoved. He kind of brushed Archie Gray and finished it.
Exactly.
So
The second goal's impressive. They're both impressive, but the first goal he's got a lot of space. But I'll tell you this, the thing with Gyokeres is this is what I was saying to Ledge. He needs to work on being slimmer and just work on his pace because the Premier League's a running league. You need the strength, but you need to be able to run quick enough where people can't. Like, remember Haaland's goal against Brentford start of the season? He was moving so fast and powerful. There's literally just defenders bouncing off him. It's a lot.
You know what? But Gyökeres is not fast.
I wanna move on to another player after we finish.
He's got a little bit of speed, a little bit.
He's very quick actually. Once he gets on his stride, he's very quick. Just couple of things I just want to hear. I believe the North London Derby is the most contested rivalry in the Premier League. Yeah, I think it's the closest. I think it's one of the closest in the Premier League in terms of number of wins between teams.
Yeah, there was a time when Tottenham had
80 versus 68 or something like this.
When Harry Kane was at Tottenham, it was dark. I did not want to watch that game.
Yeah,
I hated those days.
Mario always stood by Gyökeres. Big up from Mario for standing by Gyökeres. My man, thank you so much for support. Gyökeres in the same sentence as Erling and Mbappe is criminal. It's criminal. But there is another player that I wanted to mention. Bukayo Saka. Did you guys think he had a good game today?
He had a good game.
He had a good game.
He had a good game.
It
could have been better, but he had a good game.
Yeah, nothing.
Go on, Mo. Mo can't believe it. He's thinking, no way.
Good game of his standards or what?
Not of his standards. No, not of Saka's standards.
Okay. Not with Saka's standards. Oh, that's my point.
No. Very good. I think Saka was very good. Thinking back to the game a lot, he was dragging defenders. He was finding passes into the box.
Yeah, he had a good game, but it wasn't a Saka excellent performance. I don't think it was that. But that being said, I do feel like he had a hand in majority of the goals.
I don't think you need to have a goal to have a fantastic performance, and I think that's what Saka
agreed.
I think he had a fantastic performance and didn't have a goal or an assist. I think that's also something that's possible. You can also have a shit performance and have a goal and an assist, or maybe even a brace.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think he was.
I think it was good.
I think most Arsenal players had a good game. I don't know how much of that was down to Arsenal actually being good, and like the aforementioned Tottenham backline. But I don't know. He's obviously a very good player. I don't think he did anything today to particularly set the world on fire. But I don't know. I don't think he had a performance worth criticism by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah,
absolutely worth criticism. He literally missed 2 clear-cut chances. What are we doing here?
Mo, me and you see Saka. Me and Mo have spoken about Saka a lot, and it's levels. It's what you expect. Franchise player, star man, 300k a week. We're gonna need to see some more goals. If this guy
is not gonna start when Spurs are shit, when are you gonna start?
We're gonna need some more goals.
If Gyokeres and Eze are starting and getting a masterclass, when are you gonna have a masterclass?
Yeah,
this is the time to get the masterclass. This is it. This is why I think Saka was very underwhelming today.
He did create,
get
yeah,
the
he
ball-
did get an assist, Mo, first goal.
Yeah, but
He
that
did-
assist, even he literally almost lost the ball. It bounced off the guy's feet. Can we just not be honest?
But that still
He
wasn't
couldn't. That dribble was
Yeah.
that dribble was lucky.
I was
He
hoping you
completed.
forgot that, Mo. I was
That
hoping you
still
forgot.
happened.
That dribble was lucky. That I don't think he was good. I think he was missing crosses. I think he missed the 2 chances. Are we? By the way, the fact that the algorithms of FootMob and SofaScores gave him a 7 out of 10 when he has an assist, it tells you that without the assist, he wasn't good.
Oh yeah, he had an assist.
Because it's algorithms. Because the algorithms gives you that. You know what I mean? For me, I thought Saka wasn't lighting up the pitch. Jet Spence had a good game on him today. I thought defensively, Jet Spence was very good on him today. I thought Jet Spence got the better out of him a couple of times. Actually, in my opinion.
Not in my opinion.
Bro, I
Come
can't
on.
lie. I can't lie. Tottenham got done dirty with at least 2 fouls in the first half on Saka. Van der Ven and Spence, they were not fouls, bro. And you know, I hate
Yes.
doing this because obviously I love the club.
Yeah, but you're honest. You're honest.
Hey,
about
look,
it. You're honest about it.
look. It's all nice being honest in that, yeah. However, when Saka was getting fouled and not receiving those free kicks, what are we saying about that? It's like, bro, it doesn't matter. None of it matters. None of it matters. Yeah, you can't say, "Oh my days, Saka was getting fouled. Oh, and that foul wasn't really that bad."
Bro, he was fouled 4 times in the game. 2 of them were not supposed to be fouls. This is not a big deal. Like, you're making it like he was
It's
kicked.
not a big deal.
He
That's
was
my
like-
point. It's not a big deal. That's my point, Mo. It's not a big deal.
No, but I'm
Nah,
going to be
but-
honest with you. I want to be honest. I think if Arsenal is to win the league, there's someone has to rise. And that should be the star player. That should be the
Not
star
me.
player.
I think
Which is to
Arsenal
be
wins
Saka.
the league because City is not going to be consistent enough.
We'll
I think
see. If you
for
drop
you to
points
be
against
able-
Leeds and they win against Chelsea, I think that is going to put the last...
I think for you to win the league, you need to be the best team at not allowing the opposition to dictate how you play. And I think Arsenal can do that. I don't think City
Yes.
can do that.
Yeah, it's
I
a good
think
point.
we
You
are
know what it is?
extremely. Go on.
No, sorry, Spartacus. Just on Saka, just because I love Bukayo Saka, but the thing is, Ledge, it's levels, okay? If you're gonna be the guy, yeah, if you are gonna be on 300 grand a week, Saka, there's actually, if you sign for Arsenal now as a player, you're not, there's a clause in Saka's contract, you can't be on higher than him. So Gyokeres is on less than him, Rice is on less than him. He's the highest paid player at Arsenal. He is the guy. So you need to earn it. You do need to earn it. I think Saka had a good game today. He did have a good game. No, I don't think he was awful. He should do better with them 2 chances. But
So are you telling me Saka hasn't earned his 300k?
not yet. No.
Huh?
No, he hasn't
What?
earned it yet.
Bro,
No.
so how do you get that contract if you haven't earned it?
Because we can't lose him. It's business, supply and demand, baby. You can't lose
Okay,
him. Because if he's
look.
going to sign, it's going to cost you 100
Look,
million.
look, I'm happy that there's truth to your statement that it is business. However, this is a player that has been our best player for us over the last 4 or 5 years. Like, I don't understand. He's literally 17. He came into this team at 17, and he's 24.
I love
Are we being for real?
Yeah,
And
but-
this is his first bad season, bro. First bad season
I don't
from
even
a
think it's
season
a bad
where he
year,
got
like.
injured.
I don't even think
He
it's a
got
bad
injured.
season. Yeah, I don't think he's having a bad year. Hold on, let me just what I'm saying
Go on.
is, yeah, to
Go
get
on, go on,
300 grand a week, yeah. Salah, it took Salah about 4 or 5 years to get over 250 at Liverpool, and he'd won him a league and Champions League. All I'm saying is, just bring me some silverware, and I can say, okay, I get it. I obviously understand why he's on big money. Saka's been our most important guy. But people are saying he's earned that money. That's the same wages that like Foden's on and these sort of players, Salah's on, Van Dijk's on. These are like, he's one of the highest paid players in the league. So to be one of the highest paid players in the league, you sort of got to deliver something.
It's for me. Saka's wages is not an issue or talking point. I'm sorry, this brother has deserved the cash, and he's got it.
Okay,
No.
Why did Ozil leave? Why did Aubameyang
Bro, no.
Why
Listen,
did we
we're
get
talking
rid of
about that was a different time, bro. Ozil was older. Saka is 24. We need to keep a Saka, as you said, business, bro. So even if he doesn't deserve it, in your opinion, he needed to get that money anyways. So
because if you lose,
exactly.
Saka,
So that's my point. I can't be angry at something that he deserves. Bro, if he didn't deserve it, as in like, oh my days, he hasn't been performing, and then we give him 300k, then that's diabolical. But this is our best player, bro. He's literally been our best player.
Right, I understand why he's got 300 grand a week, and big him up. He has earned a big contract. I'm just saying, to justify it, you do need to win some silverware, bro. And it's not an FA.
This season he'll do it. This season he'll do it. By God's
We'll
grace.
see. We'll see. Listen, listen. I want to thank everyone that joined us. Absolutely fantastic conversation between the guys, of course. Romario Webster channel, guys. If you haven't checked Romario's channel, it's in the description as well. Go and check it. So Romario Webster, he does match reviews for Arsenal and a lot of other things as well. Ledge Sports, he changed it to Ledge AFC, correct?
Yes, sir.
To Ledge AFC. So go and check it. And also, you'll find DJ if you are interested in Spurs content, of course. Also, Spurs with the guys, of course, there. So go and check them out. You know that Jim is here on Friday, of course. So go and check them out. And Spartacus on True City Fan TV, of course, with Patrick, Kelk, and these guys. There was kind of other stuff that I wanted to talk about, but there is no time today. Of course, K-Mac channel in the description, but this will take you to the Ram stand where he's analyzing the game against Liverpool. Of course, I want to thank everyone that joined us. Hit that like button, guys. We're only on 140 likes, and I will see you guys later.